Taurus, Elsie here to drop a read for you. How are you, my bull gang? How's things? How's things going? I hope you'll tell me in the comments. Thank you so much for being here, for clicking here, and all the attention that you gave my last video and all the videos. You guys are lovely. Thank you so much for all the ways that you love me and the way that you connect with me. And you are growing this tribe like by leaps and bounds. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate you. All right, here we go, Taurus. We're just going to throw some tarot, find out what's coming up for you. Now, I come here and I do a reading at the beginning of the week for you, Taurus, and then I just come back and throw a few readings at you during the week because you eat them up so quickly, and I appreciate that. So here I am, just trying to keep up with you. If you are brand new, thank you for clicking here. I appreciate you. I hope you will stay. And if you don't, that's all right, because whatever's meant for us will never pass us by, right? Right. All right. May not be just right now. Okay, Taurus, here we go. I don't know why I'm saying all that, but, you know, it is what it is. Here we go. We've got the Five of Swords. Interesting. Five of Swords we start with. Why is that? It's very humid today. Everything's sticking together here. Very interesting. I love how these cards interact with each other. Yeah, he's just kind of sitting there looking at that Ace of Pentacles. How do I get that Ace of Pentacles? Something brand new is about to begin here. And I want to say that the Five of Swords is lending energy of fighting with yourself. Like, it feels like you can't come to a decision within the self. It doesn't feel like there is another person that's involved here. It almost feels like you are deep in thought, fighting yourself. I think that you want to begin something brand new here, Taurus, but you're going to fight yourself on it, or you already are fighting yourself on it. Your back is to the Knight of Cups. You know, it feels like, I think that you do want someone to offer the Ace of Cups. The Knight of Cups is here to say that in the future, the Knight looks into the future, that there is something coming that is romantically related for you. But, you know, being romantically related and having a commitment are two different things, because I feel like you don't mind the dating. I feel like you enjoy all of that stuff, but I don't know that you've yet made a decision about whether or not you'll ever invest, like fully invest in someone. Tell me more, please. Yeah, you can't come to a decision within yourself. It's almost like someone who is saying, I don't think I ever want to be married again. But do I? Maybe I do want that still. Like, it feels like you're fighting against yourself. Either way, I feel like you're looking at investments, right? Where can I invest, or is someone going to invest in me, or am I willing to invest? Got the Chariot. Chariot and the Two of Pentacles. Oh. I'm going to say that if you are already set up to make a financial investment, if you're someone who already has money in the stock market or something like that, if you're trying to come to a decision about something regarding, oh gosh, I don't know anything about that. And let me just listen for a sec. Okay, what I want to explain to you is that the Ace of Pentacles is here and the Chariot's here. This is victory in either a new beginning, but to me it feels like a lot of money. And I want to say, if there's somebody here who's playing the stock market, or you're doing something, but it's going to be something that you've already decided to do, but you've been hoping and wondering, oh, I hope it pays off. Oh my, I'm going to tell you it's going to pay off. So I'm not telling you to run and make investments anywhere. What I'm saying is, if you've already got an investment in, if you already have an investment in, and you're worried about that, or you've been fighting yourself as to whether you should fully invest into it, I think it turns out well for you because the Chariot's here. I think it goes quickly to victory. And I feel like it's money because we have the Two of Pentacles here. And so somebody is like, things are meeting at the end of the month. It feels like things are meeting at the end of the month, that you're trying to stay in balance with all of the things that you have to do. You could be someone who has 2 jobs. It feels like you're thinking about making some sort of an investment for some of you that is financial, because you're tired of just living paycheck to paycheck. You know, you're living by the grace of God. There she's dancing in that she's dancing in the infinity symbol, right? It's like, by the grace of God, somebody's holding you up. Yeah, that's what it seems like. You're really busy. It almost feels like you don't have time for love because you're so busy thinking about investments, thinking about your future. It feels like you're not really, like your eye isn't on the love. Even here, like you're working so hard that you're looking down. Do you know what I mean? Like nobody's got their eye on the love. Even the Chariot is kind of looking down a little bit. It feels like you're kind of not, that's not your priority now. I think your priority is to whether you're going to make this investment or you're investing in a business. But I do think that it is apt to grow really quickly. Move to victory. Getting balance, yeah. Financial balance, I think. The 6 of Cups. Just listening. It feels like generational wealth. That's what it feels like. Generational wealth. I feel, Taurus, that whatever you're working toward, whatever you have decided you're going to invest in, it feels like your focus is very much on the Ace of Pentacles, changing your life with changing your 3D life. And that means by bringing more money in or redoing a room, or maybe you're, I don't know, investing in the home. Maybe you're remodeling the home, but it feels like the investment pays off, and it pays off really quick. This to me feels like generational wealth. It feels like you make a decision that ends up supporting your posterity financially for years and years to come. Yeah, I think you're thinking about it because it's the 2 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords is giving me the energy of, I really need to make a decision about this, but things are in such a delicate balance right now. She's on her toe, right? She's like, she's holding up everything, and she's just got her toe that she's balancing on. I think you have a chance to make a lot of money coming up, an opportunity. I do think that there is love coming for you in the future, Taurus, but I do feel as though that you're not focused on it, which is kind of the best place to be if you're manifesting, I'm just saying. So we got the Chariot, which is Cancer. All right, what else do we have here? We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. Whew, look at that, just like that. Not even going to beat around the bush. No time for that. Sometimes tarot does that, right? Beats around the bush. I'm going to give you both sides and you make the decision. So what I think is going on here is, the Wheel of Fortune is coming here for you, Empress. My dear Empress, for those of you who are at the Empress level. And the Empress level comes with wisdom. So unfortunately, if you're younger, it's unlikely that you have all of the lessons of all of the queens. Some of those you learn later in life. But nonetheless, if you are the Empress, I feel like the Wheel of Fortune's here for you. Look, this is Taurus and Libra. And Jupiter, as I keep saying, Jupiter is the planet of the Wheel of Fortune. And that is, Jupiter is in Taurus' sign until 2024, until May the 24th. So you could be dealing with someone who is Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, or Leo. Like I said, we do have Taurus and Libra here. I feel like the things that are coming for you are financial things are about to get incredibly abundant. I want to say for you and your children. The Wheel of Fortune is telling me that this is going to change everything. It's going to change everything. And it's because of you. It's because you chose this. Because this isn't something that you're just born into. It's all a bunch of lessons. And that's why I say it's unlikely if you're in your 20s, unlikely. It's not like it can't be, but it's very unlikely, highly unlikely that you're the Empress. Because you just don't have enough wisdom to be there. The Wheel of Fortune is here for you, my friend. For you and your family. It's about to... I'm just going to say that it feels like it's about to pay out big for you. And I don't mean money. Like, maybe it is money for some of you, because I am seeing generational wealth here. But I feel like for some of you, it could be other things. It's paid out in other things. Like maybe your health is getting better. It's abundance in all things. Six of Swords. Ah, it's beautiful. You're moving on from it, Taurus. You know what? For those of you who've been doing the really hard work, I really feel like those of you who really are taking the time to go inside and know what it is that what part you caused. And it's not that it was anything that you caused knowingly, but just the things that you didn't know. The wisdom you didn't have yet is what you've grown into. You've been willing to take all the lessons, and you've learned all of the lessons of all the queens. And the Six of Swords is here to say, now you can move on. You've learned the lesson. Now you can move on. I always say the Six of Swords is here. I mean, it's communications, connections, things, thoughts up in the mind, things you've learned. It feels like when the Six of Swords for me as a reader is in the upright, you've learned the lessons, and you're going to take them with you. It's time to move on. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. We have the Three of Swords, and we have the Justice card. I feel like you're moving on from someone here. Someone who could possibly be a fire sign, Libra, Gemini. Then I go into air signs, sorry. Fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. The Three of Swords is here. I feel like this person broke your heart. I want to say that if you're dealing in a situation right now that is very fresh and you've been hurt and it's very fresh, very new, it feels like you're going to get your justice in this situation. I don't know what that means for you, but you will be getting your justice because you've learned the lesson and you've looked at it as a lesson. I want to say that somebody who is in the Queen of Wands in the reverse, somebody who I feel that you have a connection to romantically or passionately, that this person kind of did you wrong. They did you dirty. That's what I feel like, or you feel that way. And the Queen of Wands being in the reverse is someone who is very egoic, someone who knows they're good looking, someone who will use that to get whatever they need. Do you know what I mean? It feels like it's a little bit of manipulation as it pertains to how we use our sexuality to attract another person. I feel like you're moving on from a situation where somebody you're incredibly were attracted to, this person I think didn't really treat you right. They broke your heart, and I think you're about to get your justice. So, what is that justice? Tell me about that justice. What is the justice that Taurus is about to get? Seven of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands in the reverse. Isn't that interesting? Oh, just listening. The Nine of Pentacles is you, Taurus. You're confident. You're good. You're solid. I think that's your justice, that you're solid. You know what? You can go ahead and you can break my heart. You can rip it out of my chest. Do what you're going to do. But you know what? At the end of the day, Taurus, you're solid. You're confident. You're solid. I know what I got. I don't need to give this energy to someone like that. That's what it feels like to me. I feel like you're not going to allow it to burden yourself anymore. I think you're about to put down these burdens here. You've got the Seven of Cups, and I feel like you have been Yeah, that's your justice. I feel like you've been growing into the 9 pentacles. Look, I'm good on my own. I'm good on my own. I don't have to worry about collecting burdens from people who break my heart. I'm not going to do that stuff anymore. The 7 of Cups, yeah. Feeling overwhelmed and just wanting to pick a place, right? Just wanting to pick a spot or a person. Yeah, overwhelming, I think, is the overwhelming confidence it took for you to get out of here. Bravo to you. I feel like that is your justice. Your justice is you're like, nah, you can't do that to me. Nope. King of Swords. And you raise the sword and you cut them right out. I think you're done. I think that you, I think that this person, this Queen of Wands, that you're incredibly attracted to and have this crazy magnetism with, I think that this is the person that you're cutting off. You're like, you can't do that to me anymore. You can't bust into my world, make me overwhelmed. You know why? Because I'm too solid. I'm way too sturdy for that. I'm too confident. I make my own money. I do my own thing, and I am confident. You're not carrying around the burdens anymore. I think you're going to dump them, and I think you're going to really speak honestly to someone about what they did to you and how they made you feel. Okay, tell me about this Ace of Pentacles here. I just want to know a little bit more about this. We've got the 4 of Wands. We've got the Ace of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. Somebody is going to talk to you about making an investment with this pentacle here, and it's going to take some time to pay back out to you. But I feel like with the 4 of Wands here that it's going to end up benefiting your family. Generational wealth, as I said, the Wheel of Fortune's on the end of this card that I feel is people that you've known all of your life. So I think that you are going to make an investment, but I'm going to say it's not going to pay off immediately. It's going to pay off quickly, but not immediately. Because there is still some growing here left to do, and there's some waiting to be done. Like something needs to be nurtured. Whatever this is, it needs to be nurtured here in order to get harvested. Seven pentacles, and then going to the 8 is the harvest, right? So it feels like you bring the pentacle that's going to allow the harvest. All right. Yep. I think I'm going to leave it there, Taurus. We're going to look at the bottom of the deck one more time. Queen of Swords. Whew. It's hard to cut this person out, Taurus. They're a soulmate for you. You guys know each other. You know how to speak to each other. These two can piss off a lot of people because they're very, very honest. But you two know how to speak to each other. Yeah. Nobody gets butthurt. Nobody's sad. Nobody's angry. We just are very super honest in the way we speak with each other and the exchanges that we have. So I feel like you are cutting out somebody who is a soulmate here. They might be a Leo, but the King of Pentacles is here as well. Yeah. The Hanged Man. Making a decision to cut this person out here so you can just focus on your pentacles, because your pentacles are about to be out of control. I'm just saying, whoop whoop. Your pentacles are about to be out of control. The King of Pentacles here is bringing in opportunity, and the sun is right on its tail. So there's some really freaking great opportunity. I think you know it. It's in your gut that something's coming, that money has been getting a little bit better and better, I think. It might be this investment that comes up, right? It feels like it comes in, it pays in slowly, my friend. It doesn't pay out immediately, but as it starts to pay out, it's like it creates some sort of a force within this energy that's going on here that ends up being grand wealth. That's what it feels like. All right. I'm going to leave it there, Taurus. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I love you guys. You know that I do. Thank you so much, and I'm going to go for now. I'll be back. I'm always back. Bye.